days of long ago, created by the cosmic legends of the universe. There stands one man, one great man, a man dedicated to preserving all that is good in pop culture. Loved by few, hated by many. Alone in his fortress of awesomeness, he battles fearlessly against the wolves, the evil, the unjust. To right that which is wrong, to stand for justice, to serve all mankind. He is the one, the only, the comic Relief Crusader.
Hey folks, how's it going? You know what? Okay, first of all, I gotta apologize for the 1 week hiatus from last week because StreamYards was being a pain in the arse. So, you know, that's all on me, but we're back
French,
on.
But you're an asshole.
Yes, I am. I really truly am. So something out of my control and a bunch of other stuff that was going on. So couldn't help it, but we're back on Titillating Tuesday, episode 113, and you've all entered the Geekosphere, and I am back, your host, the Comic Relief Crusader, and we're back to have another great show for you today, and I want to say hi to everybody that happened to walk in right now. We got Franco Walker, who says hello. Hello to you, dear Franco Walker, and Dark Helmet is like, seriously, Frank, you're waiting 4 hours? Yes, because he's an early riser. So there you go. And we also got Lord Thoth that's in the chat. Hail, everyone, and hail to you, dude. And Canadian Spider-Man, yeah, bite me, losers. It's like, oh, sorry, wrong chat. Hey, not a problem. I'm sure the Bite Me Losers was going to somebody else. I'm not going to say in particular, probably who, but I'm sure it has to do with a certain political leader in our country. But that's okay. It doesn't matter. And hello to Vince Womack, who happens to be here. And hail to you, dude. Nice to see you, man. Great that you can join us today. And we also got the illustrious one and only Bear of the North, Snorterpoopus Cuber. Hello, humans and other critters. And hello to you, Snorterpoopus Cuber. We got the one and only video game guru himself, Lenrod, who says hail to everyone out there. And nice to see you, Lenrod. Great that you can join us today. And who else we got in the chat? We got, let's see, it's go time, Pop Culture Republic. You are 100% right on that. So, and yeah, no, don't worry. We're loading up things. We're getting it started here. Not a problem whatsoever. And we have Alt-World Sorcerer Dan. Hello to you, Alt-World Sorcerer Dan. I wonder if I could just call you Sorcerer Dan. I'm going to call you Sorcerer Dan. So, because it just, yeah. It's shorter that way, and it sounds more mysterious that way. And we also got our Madman number 4. Yo to you, dude. And we also have Joe Dog. What's up, Joe Dog? Nice to see you, bud. And we got our very own Lucky Penny that's happened to be here. CRC got my hands full. That's okay. I understand what you mean because you probably are shopping or you got the grandkids, to which she alluded that she had the grandkids. So there you go. That's all right. It's all good. So, Wendy, Trauma Warrior here. How's it going, Wendy? Nice that you can make it here. And yes, blame Canada. Yeah, for all the booing that's going on. Yeah, shame on them for doing that at the hockey game. Man, you don't do that to neighbors, do you? So let's see who else have we got. We got everybody here. Yeah, we got lots of people here. So there you go. Anyway, so yeah, let's get on and introduce everybody onto the panel, shall we?
If you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go where fashion sits?
Pop Culture Republic.
Whoa!
Third in a row.
Third in. Oh, wow! What are the chances? I'm number one yet again.
Exactly. Your chances
Not even
are greater-
trying.
Your chances are greater than the new Captain America movie hitting number one at the box office.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure it'll be number one someplace.
Yes, in the deepest, darkest reaches of hell. And who else have we got? We got Appion that's joining us.
Yo,
Yo.
coleslaw is ready.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 hours of playtime.
Yes.
Yeah. And we got our Techno Sapien geek, Tom.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Oh, yeah. Let me say. I'm going to say something right now before
Yes,
we
what?
start. I've been watching some trailers. I was way
Okay.
behind on the Daredevil trailer. Everybody's talking about Marvel. Damn, that looks amazing. I'm sorry. Holy crap.
It does look amazing, doesn't it?
It looks freaking
Yeah.
amazing. They're
Yes.
going to stick to like violence and stuff. Like, okay, you're going on the Netflix feel. And then also, I'm going to say this right now. Thunderbolts looks amazing. It looks just so
Oh,
good.
I haven't
think
seen
so?
the Thunderbolts one yet.
Oh my gosh, it looks.
But yeah, that
cool.
Daredevil, that looks like dangerously close to returning to form there.
It does.
But they bring in, people don't realize they're bringing one of the most powerful people in the Marvel universe that rivals Superman into Marvel finally, aka Sentry, except the Void. His
Yes.
more. I'm like, they're bringing him in. Like he's the most powerful man in the universe, really. Well, one of the most. Like,
I bet Amelia Clark could beat him up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
And just they look like they're gonna gel. This looks like something like a Suicide Squad, except maybe even better. I like it. Looks good. I'm looking forward to that now.
Here is hoping for the best for that movie because
And no,
Yeah.
it's gonna be good. But another thing, if anybody hasn't seen it, I think you have watched it, Appion. I love the Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man.
It's pretty good.
it's
It
not
is.
bad.
The Daredevil
really
episode was
good.
my favorite. Like he fights Daredevil and
yeah.
Daredevil kicks his ass clean.
And I think that the same voice. I think it's
No,
the
it's
same guy
Charlie
doing
Kaufman,
there.
yeah.
Yeah. I'm
And then
like,
Vincent
no
D'Onofrio
way.
is going to be the Kingpin in it when
Yeah.
the new
So
episode
I'm
drops tomorrow or something. It's not
I'm
bad.
enjoying it. It's really well done. I was like, okay, Peter Parker's Spider. Sure, things are a little different, but all in all, okay, don't hate it. It's really good, actually.
I like how every intro, like every episode, has a different comic book cover. Like
Yeah.
every episode's like a comic book issue.
Exactly.
It's weird because if you just accept that it's an entirely different universe, not like mainstream MCU or anything like that, it's more palatable, I find.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, because in this
Even
universe,
though-
Peter never joined the Avengers.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's a mixed bag. I don't mind it. Yeah, it is fun. So I'm
Yeah, like the Daredevil episode was really good. The Scorpion, the way they're setting up the villains.
yeah. So
You had
Not-
Scorpion. I mean,
Tommy.
come on, first time in a while. Scorpion, like, oh,
yeah, it's about time we got Scorpion.
And he kills people. I was like shocked. It's pretty savage.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, and he has this a cute goth alternate friend too, Peter.
That's
and
Nico
what's
from
her
The
name?
Runaways.
Nico. Yeah,
She's
she's
from
cool.
Runaways,
I
yeah.
like her character.
Oh wow.
So
Yeah.
no, all in all, I don't hate it. Even what they do with Harry. So what? Yeah, they race well, whatever. I don't dislike his character. He's
And then
not
there's
people.
female Kurt Connors.
Yeah, I mean, you
Yeah.
don't really notice it.
There's
You're like,
that.
whatever.
Yeah, I don't really
It's-
mind it. It's not
Yeah,
really
it's
either, too.
so,
Yeah,
all in all,
once you get it through your head, it's in a totally different universe. Then it's not so bad then.
well, Peter's
So-
Peter and Spidey, and by the looks of it, by the next episode, they might have the original costume back too. So they had different iterations as the show.
Yeah, that's what I
series
was
went
worried
on.
about, but they've kind of already
Yeah.
gotten past that. Like he
Yeah.
tries
The
out a
fight-
bunch of different suits. and
Yeah, and the last episode, the weather one gets damaged. No spoilers, but now you don't know. But the next episode hinted at, hey, I looked at your book and he was drawing the traditional colors. I'm like, oh, I'm waiting to see this week. It's like, oh, I think we're going to get the traditional shoot back or something close. It's like, okay, I like the build. It's good. So, but Peter's
Right.
Peter. His Peter Parker's really good, and Spidey. So I'm really enjoying it. So yeah.
Okay.
No, it's
Hmm.
good. So yeah, it's very interesting. So I'm not minding it at all. So
No.
No, when he fought Daredevil, it was great.
Oh, gee, yeah.
He's like doing the classic Spider-Man quips while they're fighting. He's like, "This is one of my top favorite fight locations I've ever had." And what about you, Daredevil? And he's like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "I guess it is. All right, you're kind of right. It is a cool location." And they're just like fighting.
Well, let's see. Let's get on to the first segment of our show. Seeing how we haven't done this in like 2 weeks. Wow, it's weird how 2 weeks fly by. But anyway, here we go. It's
Tonight, we dive into the diseased human mind. Join me. The gray matter is warm.
okay. We got some stupid news. So, seeing how it's been like last week of taking a little bit of a hiatus, it's okay. We got some stupid news that we're going to be sharing. And this from the Telegraph, allegedly, and it's kind of funny because yesterday was my wife's birthday. So apparently motherhood is a trap and marriage is a bad deal. According to feminist Corinne Mayer on learning to be selfish. So, and well, she happens to be French, so that makes more sense. So the French feminist provocateur indecent instance that women should prioritize themselves is blindly liberating. Yeah, so apparently you should, all you women out there should think of nothing but yourselves and nobody else, and it's all about you. And yeah, and basically screw everybody else out there. This world is yours for the taking.
This reminds me of that George Carlin bit where it's like, why do the ugliest people that nobody wants to fuck and nobody wants to marry have the biggest problem with marriage and children? Because nobody wants to make them with you because you're a fucking hideous beast.
Yes.
With your fucking Harry Potter glasses.
Oh, man.
Nobody
Basically,
will
she's saying,
go down with marriage.
Yeah.
Basically, she's a narcissistic female dog, and we know the word. So, yeah, it's like...
Yes.
Yeah, learning to be selfish. That sounds a lot like, who was it? Ayn Rand, The Virtues of Selfishness.
Yeah. Yes.
That's
she is what's
way
wrong
back.
with this planet. People like her are what's wrong with this planet. Like, seriously. Narcissistic jackasses.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
JRC. Who's that, an SNL reject?
Wow.
Harry Potter looking ass needs to put on her invisible cloak and disappear.
Then again, for goodness sake, she's the kind of person you don't want having children. So motherhood is not
That's
good
what
for
I'm
her.
saying.
No.
Yeah.
Don't stain the earth with any more of your elk.
Exactly.
Unless she's already been married and has kids.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Imagine her kids read this. Motherhood was a trap and a mistake, and I felt my life was over when I had you.
I hated you all. Danny and Susan, go away.
We're saving money on Mother's Day then, huh?
Yes, we are. Yep.
You end up having a kid that like cures cancer, but children are bad. Motherhood's bad.
Oh, my God.
We don't want to make the next savior of humanity, the next John Connor. Dumbass.
Exactly.
You ruined my vagina, you people. Oh, God.
Did you see what you did when you came out of there? You ruined me.
God. You've ruined my life. Oh, my God. How many cats does she have?
Take it back. I would. Let me go back in there. Let's reverse the procedure.
Yeah, exactly.
Can I go back in?
I'm going to absorb you by osmosis now.
Yeah.
Lenrod. In other words, angry old hag can't stand that other women can be happy by not doing what she did, so she encourages others to make all the same mistakes she did. Yes, that's how it works.
She can be bitter, but she wants everybody else to be angry and bitter with her.
Yes, so they can be just as miserable as she is, but she feels bitter because she's slightly less miserable. Yes, that's right. That's the way it works. So you have untangled the code. So however, Vince, my investment in cat food and toys is secured. There you go. Right?
Good idea, Vince. Let's do that now. We got to make investments. Yes, time to invest in Chow Mix and whatever. Meow Mix or whatever. Yeah.
Oh, God, I know, right? Yeah. I don't know what it is lately. It's you have women like this. You You know,
That type
oh my
that's
God.
the type of
And-
woman that Austin Powers would punch in the face.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Yes,
Man,
listen
hey,
to me.
Zoomed in. You
Why is
zoomed in.
Come off.
That's the type of woman that I think Crocodile Dundee would just, are you a woman or I'll grab and just, oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah.
Let me just grab something here. You know, she reminds me of Geddy Lee from Rush.
Oh, poor Getty. No.
Yeah,
Don't get so Getty. No.
Not
He's a
Getty.
legend. No.
I swear.
I know. I can't see it now. Guys, I cannot see it. Shut up. I'm a huge Rush fan.
I know.
I know. Yeah.
He could probably be a Geddy Lee
The
impersonator
man.
if this profession doesn't work out.
Just pick up the bass and learn to
Oh,
play.
man. That's
I
right.
play in Rush. I'm Canadian. Yeah.
Cut up the lesbian cat.
Set up the lesbian cat food
That's,
company.
that's awesome. Rick.
Wow.
Yep.
That's where you get your lick license.
Sheila.
Yep, that's right. Len Ron, I can't.
I know that. It's like, oh, what has he
Oh,
done to me?
no.
No, it really does look like the guy from Rush. So that is perfect.
It does. It does. It just popped in my head.
Oh,
It's like,
good.
you know who that looks like? Oh man. As a lesbian, I wouldn't give her my phone number. There you go. See?
I know, Wendy. Like, exactly. Like, just,
Oh Lord.
the narcissism just oozes from
What?
those pores. You can just feel the narcissism in that. It's just,
Oh yeah, precisely. It's like what was it, that one politician lady that's a vegan in Switzerland that looks totally anorexic. You know,
Oh,
I mean
that one.
that
Yeah.
that one. Yeah. It's just just horrible. Just she looks like that almost, except more hair or something like that.
I'm not even,
Yeah,
fake.
John
I'm not even going to
Pedersen.
go the physical.
Google Merritt Schreider, poster child for European liberalism. Yes.
Somebody like this has, I feel bad for them. They have bad mental problems. That's why mental hospitals make a major surge come back. We need mental hospitals back again. We do. People like this just need to be put away, see the light, and be
Professional help.
happy again. Don't be so miserable.
Right. Exactly.
Ah.
You know, no, selfishness, it just makes you that type of person that, you know what, that people just don't want to help.
No.
You know? No.
Well, they'll be too busy being selfish to help
Yeah.
anyone else.
Well, exactly. Until the time that they need help, and then everybody will be like, no, I don't think so. Let's see, Snorted Poopus. I give her Rachel Maddow's phone number. Yeah, there you go. That would work. Oh man, look at the many health ministers. Yeah, a bunch of fat bastards. Yeah, they are.
Mm.
They totally 100% are. Yeah, we had one a few years ago when the NDP was in power here in Alberta, and the health minister, oh boy, she looked like about 500 pounds and anything but the vitriol
Healthy.
of health that
Yeah.
she could be. So, but anyway, so there's that. Let's see. Next on the docket is from the New York Post. Meta staffers. So, you know, Facebook, Instagram, blah, 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 blah. Meta staffers revolt over tampon removal from men's rooms. They show up with their own. There you go. You should. It's not up to a company.
What
to
in the blue
provide-
hell?
Over a
Why
vote.
are there a bunch of men with dresses? One of them wearing a thong and high heels? What the? Is this okay? If it's a drag show, even though they're bad drag artists, like there's no beards in drag. What's going on? I'm confused.
You know what?
What?
The guy with the sunglasses and the beret over to your right, he looks like he's ready for a Che Guevara meetup. So-
Well, not the one farthest to the left, but the one second. It looks like they're wearing like an umbrella. They're wearing a thong with
Yeah.
pantyhose and what the hell? What's going on?
I wonder how their cycles work. I know.
Oh my god!
Desperate for attention.
Maybe they're
It's
Mental
a
health,
cry-
people.
It's a cry
Mental
for
health.
help. Yeah, mental health. It's
Yep.
a cry for help.
Yep.
Oh,
They
There
need
are
help.
No men are
Look at
present.
me.
Exactly.
Hey, if you want to do drag in a drag show, if anybody's been in a drag show, sometimes they're fun, but it's entertainment and a bar for adults, not men going to work dressed in. This is messed up. These are people who need mental help. They need to be in a special room. Just stop. Just our planet's gone upside down.
And they're going to be overcrowded at this point.
Yeah, exactly. Right. So time to build new extensions.
Haven't you found that yet, Wendy?
Yeah, I'm kind of amazed, Wendy, that you haven't found this yet. So maybe you need to do a deeper cavity search. So that's just my thought.
No Steve-O from Jackass and the other guy, Ryan Dunn or whatever, shoving cars up their ass.
Right, or Steve, here's my thoughts. Dudes who need a tampon are retarded. Yes, they are.
I mean, they don't need a tampon. That's the thing. They don't need it. They just want it up there. They don't need it.
I'm so confused by this image. My brain hurts.
Blood rod. I've heard of those being used with vodka up the bum. Oh boy.
What?
Well, when you need a suppository, there you go. Yeah.
Turn yourself into a Molotov cocktail.
Oh yeah, there you go. Light the wick and away you go.
Yeah.
Those were tampons. I thought they were plugs for stop nosebleeds. Yeah, they
could be. Oh, there you go, Snowden. There you go. You got big nose and big nostrils, so big nose.
Yeah, exactly.
Please.
Let's see, Infinity. Yeah, more tampon availability for men now. Yes, let's make it happen. Because I think where they're bleeding out of, they should see a doctor about that, right, Wendy? So, and she says, "Yeah, nope, no tampons up there." But we recently found a flashlight up there.
I mean, honestly, just pretend you have a tampon, just like you pretend you have a period. You could just pretend. It's all pretend anyway.
Exactly. You don't need a real tampon.
Imaginary.
Look, I'm having my pretend invisible.
I know. Oh my God. It's that's right. Yeah.
Okay, let me say this right now. I'm gonna, as a person who's been, I'm sorry. First off, they notice they generalize women and they use a stereotype for women. Most women don't dress like that. Mostly women I know, they dress in jeans and they go to work normally. So they're stereotyping women in general right there. So it's nothing to do with wanting to be a woman. They're fetishes. It's a fetish for them. That's all. They're a bunch of idiots.
It is. Yeah, it goes beyond femininity into like being a day walker or just a straight up hooker.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, right? Dark Helmet, comic. These guys are mistaking tampons for butt plugs. Yeah, they are. So it's hard to wipe with those. That's
banding butt plugs.
You know what? Yeah, exactly. Butt plug. So, you know what? I swear.
Yeah, mental health. I can't add anything.
I'm gonna have to.
Straight jacket for all of them.
Back on here.
Yeah.
Padded rooms.
No. There we go. I'm gonna have to get Wendy back on here to tell more tales from the trauma ward. I'm gonna have to do that again.
Oh, the story she can probably tell.
Oh man!
Why is there a flashlight up there? Were they looking up there? Look.
I don't want to think about it. I don't want to.
Seriously.
Next story. Next story, please.
Shed some light on this.
Shed some light on this. Okay. Let's take a look. Oh no, it didn't take. What's going on?
Oh man! I swear to God, everything in X-Files is coming true.
And brown. What's going on?
Trying to make your own little bat signal.
Okay. So, yeah. And how do you get that up your ass?
Why is it even near your ass? What are you looking for?
I know. I'm looking for the deep dark cave of King Solomon's treasure. So, like,
okay.
Your one eye is winking at me, and it's brown. No.
Anyway,
so
how did we get here?
I don't know.
How did we get here? This is not my
what? Well, speaking of deep dark cavities into people's lives, we were talking about the Voltron movie, and it looks like Yeah.
Oh,
And it seems like Chris Evans, who has been spotted on the Voltron.
He was
set.
just walking through the set like with a donut in his hand or something.
Yeah,
So
that-
what are they shooting here? Oh, Voltron. Oh, cool. And he just kept walking.
Yeah. That's
No, that-
he didn't
No,
need
he's
a
probably gonna
flashlight.
be in it.
No.
I'd be okay with that. You got Henry
Yeah.
and him. No, you got some big names
probably.
in there now. Okay.
The
Wow,
Richard
that's
Gere
interesting.
School of Proctology.
Lemmy Winks. Lemmy Winks. You must get out of here. You'll surely die.
Oh man, the answer to these things end up there is usually I sat on it by mistake while naked. Oh, yeah, okay. Anyway, okay, so Chris Evans has been spotted on the Voltron set. And because like we talked about before, Voltron is being made, and we're hoping for the best, at least for this one. So because it seems like the
Yes.
director is a fan of Voltron. We've talked about it on a couple of occasions where, younger space explorers probably, and we're doing this hypothetically, might rescue the old Voltron team or something like that. We don't know exactly how it's going to go, but we're kind of surmising everybody on this panel. It might go that way. So, God, everybody's still on the butt thing. God. So anyway, so Chris Evans, okay, he's spotted on the Voltron set. Might be very interesting. Maybe he might have a part in this. I don't know. I'm thinking of maybe Lance. Could be. I wouldn't be surprised if he played Lance in the Red Line. If he is a part of this movie, could be very interesting. But anyway, so let's go Voltron Force. Marvel actor Chris Evans has been spotted down under with his wife Alba Batista on the set of the live-action Voltron movie, which also stars Henry Cavill. That's right, because if we don't forget that, that brings a little bit of a glimmer of hope into this Voltron movie. The fact that Henry Cavill's going to be in this too,
And his wife is in it, Alba Baptista. So maybe he's just on set visiting the set, or maybe they do have a role for him. But yeah, she is in the IMDb.
Oh, how about that?
So she might be playing the princess, maybe.
Yeah.
No,
And then there's Rita Ora, I think is like the hip hop artist or something. Music artist.
Yeah.
She's attached to the project as well.
Interesting. Vince says, a couple of news about Voltron has me worried, but I'm still hoping. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. At least, Henry Cavill is in this, and that might give it a little bit of hope. But then again, it seems
this
like
guy is directing. He's got a very interesting track record.
He does. Because some of them are good.
Dodgeball is fucking a highlight, though.
Oh yeah, Dodgeball was fun, dude.
But then he's got Skyscraper and Red Notice.
Yeah,
and Central Intelligence.
But director Ross Marshall Thurber is currently filming Voltron in Australia, where Samson KO, who also starts in the flick, snapped a selfie in the elevator with the cast. So Chris Evans, who is no stranger to elevator scenes, can be seen next to Alba Batista. The two are reported to have wed back in September of 2023. So while Evans is not part of the cast of Voltron, since he's there, maybe he can make a cameo. Maybe that might be interesting if that were to happen. I don't know. But I'm still wondering as who, though. So
this director's never made a sci-fi or like a big, like Skyscraper, I guess, would be the most bombastic thing, or Red Notice, I guess. But this is a very different style of movie for that director. So hopefully,
hopefully he can stick the landing. But
because mostly it was comedy, so that's a weird switch from like
that's
comedy
kind of
movies.
Thing for him to do, yeah.
To switch up to Voltron, like. But maybe.
Never know. Vince, oh my God, why do I imagine his wife looking like a mix of Jessica Alba and Dave Bautista? I don't know.
I mean, they were both invisible in a movie. She was Invisible Woman, and then he thought he was invisible in Guardians.
Yeah, that's right.
Invisible. You cannot see me.
Stand so still.
Very slowly.
Yeah.
Let's see. And our madman, just having Captain America show up would be insane. Yeah, it would be kind of,
Yeah,
I mean,
if the MCU.
Yeah, might as well.
Or just
crazy.
Johnny Blaze as he did in
Yeah. Yeah. Without the skin.
Yes.
No, I mean, if it comes to like funny things, Chris Evans does pull it off when it comes to like, funny bits and whatnot. So I'm not entirely disappointed, but yeah, don't know if it's actually going to be a cameo or anything like that. But Henry Cavill, who's also absent from the picture, Henry has been spotted with his wife and new baby in Australia, and Cavill also presented the Australia's ACTA Awards. So he's been a little busy himself too. So there is a picture that is up on Instagram. Let's see if I can bring that up here.
He's married and he has a new baby. That lady from the Stupid News must hate him.
I know, right? Yeah, totally.
He's doing all the stuff
but here's the picture. So yeah, there's Chris Evans. Oh, so there's his wife right there too. Maybe I can blow this up a little bit here for everybody to see.
Yeah, he's in the movie. Why would he take a cast photo like this if he's not really in the movie? I mean, unless he's fucking around. But then again, I don't know.
You never know. So
it's too early to tell. It's open to much speculation at this point. But yeah.
Oh, look, and you got War Machine in there too. So there we go.
Oh, okay.
Flipping the gangster signs.
Racist.
Yeah, I know.
Don Cheadle. It is Black Panther's dad. He was in the MCU. So.
Yeah.
Or not his dad, the brother that they killed. The brother.
Yeah.
Killmonger's dad. My bad.
Killmonger's dad. Yeah. But yeah.
Look at War Machine.
I'm just saw it and I'm like, wow, he looks like Don Cheadle. So.
Captain Planet.
Captain Planet. Oh no.
Don Cheadle's the best Captain Planet.
Oh god, yeah, 100%. Love it. Yeah, so and it looks like on the bottom left, looks like you got Rob Liefeld in there too. So there you go. Oh, and look, beside Don Cheadle, you got Miss Marvel also in there too.
Oh,
a peace sign. So yeah, I know I'm so terrible at this. Because I don't know any of these people's names. So I'm using the closest representation, and representation matters. So there you go.
You're being so DEI.
I know. And yeah, and oh, who's that under Don Cheadle? Yeah, it looks like Stevie Wonder. So you know, yeah. You got her.
Why is he looking at the camera?
Yeah, I know, right?
He doesn't see what's happening.
Yeah, I do. And the one with the New York Yankees hat on, I can only surmise that is Tone Loc. So there we go. And yeah, so a little bit of a cast there going on. So yeah,
wow, we're old. You just said Tone Loc. Holy crap.
I wonder if Chris Evans,
I
wonder if Chris Evans before the picture, he was like, so I got to ask you one time, does anybody want to get out before we start?
Yeah.
Captain America reference there.
I know, right?
I could do this all day.
I mean, if I ever got in an elevator with Chris Evans, I'd want him to say that, honestly. Like,
oh yeah, and record it. Yeah, but yeah, so they're all hanging out. They're all having a gay old time.
I wonder if they like the weight capacity on that elevator. I wonder if they overdid it, because elevators usually have like a fucking weight limit.
Well, yeah, exactly, right. So, but yeah,
that's how Chris Evans died, and the crew, they all just took a picture, and like the tragic last moment of Chris Evans in the cast of Voltron, trying to take a picture in the elevator.
Oh, jeez, wouldn't that be the way to go? Oh my god,
awful. It's like every time you watch the Chris Evans movie after that, you see him in Captain America, like, oh man, remember when he died in the elevator?
Yes. Our man,
he should have got out when he had the chance.
Yeah. 100%.
He gave the offer.
Should have taken Captain America and Captain Planet as a team. Yeah, that'd be awesome, wouldn't it?
They would fight over captaincy, though. There cannot be two captains.
There can be only one. Yeah,
they'd be turned into a Highlander thing.
Oh, geez. With Henry Cavill coming in, brandishing a sword. There can be only one.
Captain Caveman shows up.
Well, no,
Yeah.
Captain would be
Plastic
Captain Britain. Just
Katana.
throw in Captain Britain then too.
Captain
Oh,
Underpants.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be Cavill.
Yes.
Why not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the
Oh, I'll be
captains.
okay with that. But yeah,
You
no,
and the
Vince, I
captain
agree.
can
Yeah,
make it happen.
the wifey could pass as Kitty Pryde. Yeah,
That's true.
I think she could. Yeah, 100%. I agree with that. So, and yeah, celebs got their special private elevator, aka the service elevator. Yeah, that I
true.
can agree with.
Yeah.
probably.
True.
So, Major
One that
Glory
holds all
needs
the
to show up.
luggage and
Yeah,
shit.
rings them all. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Len
Mind
Rod.
you,
Yeah.
wouldn't that famous new black rapper, what's her name, the one that's sued that guy who lost his job? Wouldn't she have to take a service elevator because she's too big to take a regular one?
Oh, that could be.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Turns out Buddy lost his job, by the way, in that. But yeah.
Wow.
because she's a
that's-
narcissistic idiot.
And that's the epitome of selfishness right there. So,
Yep.
yep. She could stand to lose a few pounds if she only did this.
Some people are still starving in the world, and then you look at a person that like they ate a couple people.
Yeah, I know it's totally off topic, but
Right.
it turns out the case was it might be reversed because she was on a talk show and she said she needed a new chair. They brought her a couch. She needed a couch. She was that big.
A reinforced couch too, probably with like
Wow.
steel beams underneath. And
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
wow.
fucking
Brought
Like,
her
you
in
could have
with a-
got into this tiny little Kia car. No, you wouldn't have fit. You wouldn't have. You
It's a
brought
good thing
her
we
in
just
with an
found
industrial-
adamantium in that
Yeah.
celestial scroll. We're gonna need it. These big fuckers.
Brought her in with a forklift.
Yeah.
Jeez, yeah. So, but for those of you that don't know, just in case, what is Voltron about? Well, I'm sure if all of you guys are kids of the 80s, you know exactly what Voltron's about. But so Ross and Marshall Thurber recently teased that they were reimagined Voltron for the live action world, and we're going to be introducing an entirely new generation of pilots. So this is what's made us a little bit nervous because of those little watchwords. So, reimagined and for an entirely new generation. Yay.
Yeah.
Yeah. As Pop
Get ready
sighs.
for a richly diverse cast of
Yeah.
insufferable assholes that are all high on themselves and think they're all the greatest that don't need character arcs because they're going to be perfect just
Yeah.
the way they are.
Exactly. Especially the women of color.
They didn't earn it.
That's right.
That sums it up right there.
Yep. Exactly, Franco. In other words, they screwed it up. Yep.
Yep.
More than likely. And Loud Rod, you got to get going. Hey, bud, thank you very much for joining in and catch it on the rewind, dude. Have fun at work. So
Kind of reminds me of like Pacific Rim 2, how like all the pilots in that movie are like cocky, annoying assholes, and I didn't really like any of the kid characters.
I never
know,
saw
right?
Pac Rim 2.
Yeah, it's not
No?
the first one. The Guillermo del Toro one is so much better.
Yeah.
I like that. Like, there's
It
a
is.
cool
It is.
Jaeger versus Jaeger type of fight. There's some cool ideas there, but the story and everything is kind of.
I may eventually give it a shot, but yeah, I just skipped it completely because it's like there's very few sequels that can match the first movie.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's true.
Except the
Snort
Sonic
Purpose.
series. I will say that. The Sonic series is better.
Sonic
every
is definitely an
Yes.
exception.
It's
Yes.
weird how it gets better. It's like, what's going on? Yeah.
Well, it's,
Yep.
they actually do the one thing that a lot of studios are afraid to do. They listen to feedback and then they try to like plot the course according to what the fans want. It's a crazy idea, I know.
It is.
Get out of town.
It's a wild idea, Pop. They listen to the fans and they want to give the fans what they want. It's a really foreign concept these days, but yeah, it's working out pretty well for them.
Well, there
I
you
know.
are with this crazy talk.
Yeah, what is this? The fans backlash and they listen. They don't blame the fans and
Wow.
it's about it. They're like, you know what? There's some merit to what you say, and we're gonna look into it. Other
That's
companies
right.
like, fuck you, you'll like it, and you'll shut up.
Yeah.
Now put that thing back where it came from, or so help me!
Why would you want to do that? God, no. We can't have that. But it works. It's like, no.
You can't
no,
give the fans what they want.
No. And like Sort of Poopus, imagine for a modern audience, written by idiots for idiots. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. However, Vince wants to know: would you rather watch Atlantic Rim or Pacific Rim 2? Oh God,
I've never seen Atlantic Rim, so I'd probably want to see that.
Oh man, dude, it is so bad.
Oh,
it
that-
is.
Oh man! Oh God! Oh man!
Yeah.
Wait, it's actually a real thing?
Yes.
Is it
It
like
is one of
is it
those-
one of those
Gotta be a
copies that
B-movie
are really bad?
Rip off.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is one of those
It's
really
like
bad B movies.
sci-fi
love
movie
the
of the
Pacific
week
Rim.
sort of thing.
Yeah. It's like
that-
that B movie Transformers movie that came out years ago.
Oh.
Transmorphers. Oh, it was
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Oh,
It's the
Had
same
like a
company
budget
that
of
does most of those.
500,000.
yeah. Oh my God, it was so horribly bad. And of course, yes, Vince gives the link for it. It's horrible. It's horrible. Every once in a while, it'll pop up on my Roku, on the Roku channel. Where you can watch all these like really bad B movies, and yeah, that pops up every once in a while. And oh God, it's horrible. But anyway,
Starring people I've never heard of.
yeah, exactly.
The Asylum. That's the company that usually does those films. They do a lot of B movies. So, yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
One
This
character
looks
looked like
a winner to
Anthony
me.
Mackie. One guy looked like fucking Anthony Mackie. I thought Captain America was in this shit.
Oh, look at this casting. This looks
yeah.
great.
It does, isn't it? It's so horrible. It's so bad. But anyway, so Thurber said, I love Voltron since I was a boy. Oh, so he self-identifies as a boy. So that's not too bad. I wanted to make this movie since I was 8 years old. Yeah, I know. I had to do that.
Wow, you knew your career path at 8 years old.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so to finally have the chance to bring Voltron to life is beyond thrilling to me. I want to make sure we stay true to the heart and the spirit of Voltron, he said. Well, if you're reimagined Voltron for the live action world and you're introducing it for an entirely new generation of pilots, as shown here, are you really going to stay true to the heart and spirit of Voltron, the cartoon? Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's same on Tubi TV. Yes, exactly. So there you go. You can watch it on Tubi. Although I don't know why you would. Exactly. Just like I spent 2 hours watching Captain America: Brave New World.
I'm
so
sorry.
bad. I know.
Yeah, you felt robbed.
So am I. Man, it's so. But yeah, are you really going to stay true to the cartoon, to the anime? Essentially, it's anime. Let's just face it, it's anime. It's brought to America. But
I mean, this is the first time he's had an IP. This director too.
That's true too.
Something new.
Yeah.
So hopefully he doesn't fuck it up.
Oh, I really hope not, because damn, as far as giant robots go being made into movies, I did like Pacific Rim. Yeah, Pacific Rim 2 could have been a bit better. Yeah,
I like them both.
So this director, he was born in 1975. So he was around right when Voltron was doing its thing.
Yeah,
he was a kid. So
yep. 50 years
I'm a
old.
fan of big stuff.
Yeah.
Big robots, big kaiju, I mean, Johnny Sacco, big robot, you go way back. Like, I love anything like that. So yeah.
Oh yeah. So because I mean, like I released in a video a couple of weeks ago, along with Voltron, because this movie's going to be happening. It looks like for sure. And then the recent announcement that I made a couple of weeks ago on the video that they were planning on doing the live action Gundam movie. Yeah,
the Gundam one.
So which will be its second live action.
Yeah,
movie.
Ready Player One kind of.
Yeah.
Well, no, but
Damn
I'm
it.
talking about the anniversary release that was made in Canada. Yeah, G Savior Gundam.
Give me my Robotech finally. All these other ones coming out. Give me my damn Robotech.
But no, Appian, I agree. Seeing it in Ready Player One, that was actually quite the
glorious.
It was.
I just want my
100%.
SDF1 live action,
Yeah.
please.
Oh, me too,
I think
dude.
The
me
Transformer
too.
scene would be amazing. Transformer.
It
from the city
would.
to the battle.
But I mean, even with that, even with the Gundam in Ready Player One, with the flashing eyes, it's like, yes, that's exactly what I want out of that Gundam movie. And you know what? And I want something as thrilling as Voltron. If they're definitely going to be, hopefully, if this guy actually makes this right. So he continues to say, in this film, we're going to be introducing an entirely new generation of pilots. We've reimagined Voltron for the live action world, but we're going to stay true to the heart and the spirit of Voltron and those iconic elements that you love, that I love. And so I'm excited to share it with you. He also added, it's taken us 40 years to get here, but I promise you. So he's promising.
We're going to hold you to that.
Yep. It'll be worth the wait. Because let's put it this way. If you screw this up, every YouTuber that talks about pop culture stuff is going to be ripping you a new arsehole.
Yeah.
No flashlight. So
I mean, there's so many other properties out there that everybody cares about, like Gundam.
Yep.
If they screw up Gundam, can you
I
imagine
know.
the backlash?
Oh, dude, I know. We do not talk about G Savior. Never mention it again since Vince. Hey, it was the 20th anniversary. I know it wasn't the best. It was not the best. And they used computer animation. And yes, that looked shoddy as hell now. And sure, even a bit back then. But you know what? It was approved by Bandai to do it. And they did it. And the thing is, with the Gundam movie, Bandai's keeping a very close watch. Because they're essentially doing the same thing what they did with what Oda-san did with One Piece, because Bandai's super protective of its property, right? Super protective. They got some heavy-handed lawyers. I tell you, Bandai has probably the best set of lawyers you will ever see in the toy industry. They do, because let's just put it this way, okay? Because we know, like in China, when they come to making knockoffs, KOs of other merchandise, whether it's Disney or anything from Hasbro or anything like that, like their lawyers can get involved, and it still goes ahead, right? It still gets out there, all these knockoffs. But when it comes to Bandai and anybody in China putting out knockoff Gundam stuff, they immediately send the lawyers and they attack those guys, and it's put immediately to an end. And for the Chinese government to say, okay, we're going to stop this. And they've done it several times, the Bandai lawyers. That's some heavy-handed shit that you're talking right there.
That's actually pretty impressive.
It is very
Bandai,
impressive.
As of February, actually on the 18th, as of then, they're worth $21.39 billion. They're a major company. They got power behind them. So they're going to make sure this turns out right.
Yep, exactly. Bandai was the distributor of the shitfest. Yes, they were. When it came to a lot of third-party stuff and whatnot, they were. And John Peterson, better than GWs with 40K? Yeah, I think so. Vince, and it was so simple. What do we want from a Gundam movie? Some algae thing or giant robots? Yeah, that's all. Just two robots going at it on two different sides. It's as simple as that. And I mean, for Voltron, the formula is very simple. It's always been very simple. Evil space empire, giant beasts, and a robot and a giant robot to stop it. That's essentially it.
That all merged together to make Voltron.
Exactly. Defender.
And don't forget, there's also a secondary robot too. That's a bunch of cars, which I think
the vehicle Voltron Force.
Yeah.
So, and I love that one too.
Oh yeah, they've teamed together once, if not a couple times. I think I do remember the one.
Yep.
Yeah. So,
Could be interesting. I want to wait and see more about this. I guess they'll eventually release a trailer, but every time I read about this, I have the Thunderbirds live action adaptation
Yes.
come to mind. It's like in the
Yes.
back of my mind, there's the Thunderbirds live action with what's his name?
Yeah.
The
What
name
Captain
who's-
Riker, yeah, Commander Riker, dude, that did the movie.
Jonathan Franks.
Jonathan Franks, yeah.
yeah,
that one.
yeah.
Yeah. Canadian Spider-Man. The car Voltron sucked. You
Oh, no, that's
shut
pretty
your mouth, dude. It was cool.
Yeah, it
Bill
was.
Pax-
It was.
Bill Paxton played Jeff Tracy. That's what I was thinking of. Bill
That's
Paxton.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. Let's see. Fabric Folds. Hey, nice to see you. First time here, I guess. Voltron won battles with karate chops and friendship.
Hey, cool sword though. One damn cool sword.
Exactly. Come on. You gotta admit that sound that it made, when they were making when they were forming the blazing sword, that that's a
Oh,
damn cool
badass.
sound effects.
Definitely not a
Exactly.
lightsaber.
No, definitely not a lightsaber. No. So and he always sliced the robies in half. I mean, come on.
Damn it! Now I got to go to
So-
YouTube and hear that sound again. Now, damn it!
I know, right? I know. And also with friendship, yeah, I'll agree with you on that. And Robotech is it's greater than Mask. Yeah, I'll give you that. I'll give you that. Totally.
How are they connected?
Vehicles, I guess.
Was it-
Yeah, I
is it
suppose. I
Mask, the movie with Jim Carrey?
Oh,
no,
different
Mask, the toy from the 80s, where one vehicle
Okay,
changes
not
into
It's
another.
it's
familiar
a
with that.
Yeah.
cartoon series toy line called Mask.
Okay,
Yeah.
familiar with that.
You could turn a motorcycle into a helicopter, like a transport truck into like a missile base of sorts. It was pretty fun. So,
Yeah,
Watch
Transformers.
Robot Wars 1993, sort of, kind of, yeah, in a way. So, except no robot. Watch Robot
Robot
Wars, with Robot
Jocks.
Jocks and oh yeah, Robot Jocks.
remember that.
boy. Yeah,
wow,
yeah. Oh
that's
man,
going way back.
it is. It is.
Wasn't there like a movie with Hugh Jackman about like Rock'em Sock'em robots or some shit?
That'd be cool.
Yeah, Real Steel.
Yeah,
Real
it's like
Steel.
Rock'em
Boxing
Sock'em
robots, which is
I like
actually
that
pretty
movie.
good.
Yeah,
That was
Yeah.
actually pretty good.
I know. I want a sequel to that. A good sequel.
Yeah,
That
I used
would
to
be
love that
interesting.
Rock'em Sock'em robot game. That used to be a fun little game.
I know. I love it.
Yeah.
John Peter said, I was a fan of the Netflix remake of Voltron. Yeah, you know what? I will admit that one
Yeah.
wasn't too bad.
that wasn't
It was
bad.
all-
I remember that as well. It was enjoyable. They made some changes to the characters, but I didn't really mind that much.
Yeah. It was pretty good. I didn't mind it. So who stars? Okay. So along with Alba Batista and Henry Cavill, starring includes Daniel Quinn Toy.
Don Cheadle.
Toy?
Whee.
Don
Yeah.
Cheadle, right? Miss Marvel, Sterling K. Brown, Rita Ora, Samson Ko, John Kim, Tharanya Tharan, Laura Gordon, and Tim Griffin. So early production notes from Thriller also offer a glimpse into the movie's set design, which includes locations like the common room, the war room, the Hall of Heroes, and more. Yeah, which we looked at on an earlier Titillating Tuesdays. So
Yep.
Robotech is not better than Macross is. Yeah. No, that I will agree with you, Vince. Yes.
Yeah,
Macross, totally. Yes, 100%. Macross is awesome. Yes, it is totally 100%.
Well, I consider
awesome.
Macross within the Robotech. It's all, you know what I mean? To me, it's all the yeah. But
Yep.
But
I agree,
it's-
dude.
It needs to be made. They've been talking about that how many freaking
oh
years?
goodness,
That's the series that got me into
right up
anime.
right up there with other old properties from the 80s anime like Pat Labor,
Yeah.
Bubblegum Crisis. I think I
Even
saw.
the Appleseed looks cool. It's like,
Yeah.
there's a lot
Yeah.
of good ones
And
out there.
there's some properties still that could benefit from the live action treatment if they were done right.
Yeah. There we go. Yes, original Macross, not the first Robotech series.
Yeah.
I got, you know what, Lord Thoft, I do have to say, you know, because Robotech, you know, was one of my first animes with,
Same
you
here.
know, obviously.
Same here. That's where I first
giant-
learned about anime.
You know,
Mhm.
was my first, so it has a special place in it in my heart, you know. But
Same.
yeah, you know, for one that likes to go deeper into the lore, obviously Japan expanded on it like greatly. And it's great to see it survive in Japan, you know, and if Harmony Ass actually, you know, got off their freaking duff and did something about it because, you know, they just have to hold on to that property. Even though for some odd reason they're into real estate now, which is really odd. You know what? Just sell it off. Just sell it, you know, and just build on it. Do something with it. At least, you know, they got together with what was it, Bandai? I think it's Bandai also that owns Robotech. I'm trying to remember. At least they got together with him and made up. So, you know, there is a little bit of hope. So, but anyway, there is that news right there about that. So, you know, very interesting what is going on with that. And just in enough time to have a brief commercial break before we go on to the next segment. So, as we're talking about Japan, enjoy.
もうダメだ。何言ってるの。諦めちゃダメ。今までありがとう。神様、一生のお願いです。神様。
そなたの望みを一つだけ叶えてあげよう。
助かった。あなた。20歳の肌にしてください。
え
20歳の肌になる。エステワム。
Ah, there you go.
That's so
What the hell?
Oh man.
God comes down to grant you a wish. That lady would love that. The selfish lady from the stupid
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Be all about that.
It's like
That's what I
selfishness
would
is a
do.
virtue, right?
Yeah. That's what I would do in that situation.
You see how I inadvertently kind of connect the dots with some
Oh
things?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All connect.
yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Not random.
You
No.
become a libertarian, huh?
Exactly. Yes, I
Yeah.
have. Yeah, let's have a live action movie version of Pong, says Franco Walker. You kind of had it with
Called
Pixels.
Pixels. Yeah, go watch
Pixels.
Pixels.
Go watch it.
Fucking
Yes.
Pac-Man.
Oh man, yeah.
Asteroid.
And Pop Culture Republic, yes. You know what? I do remember this. Yeah, live action battle spaceship Yamato.
Yeah, going
Yeah.
from
Oh,
a
I got
comment
that
from
actually
John
put away
Peterson saying, "Give me a live action Battleship Yamato." Yeah, there
Yeah.
was actually one made a while back that was actually pretty good.
Yes,
Yeah, it
it
was
was.
really good. Yeah, I got it here somewhere on a hard drive. It's really good.
Ooh,
So, oh yeah.
I'm gonna
I
have
think
to
it's
watch
even
it
on
again.
YouTube someplace.
Probably. I'm gonna have to watch it again. It was so good. Yeah, there you go. That's true. I forgot about Pixels. Yeah, good film. It's a funny film. It's good.
If you say so.
I haven't watched it. I don't know.
I just look at it for the pure wacky game aesthetic kind of weird
Hey,
plot
the
that
ship
they
is
had.
there, which is awesome enough for
Exactly.
me. I'm like, oh, they got it. It's cool.
Yeah. Live action Yamato's is Canadian Spider-Man. It's like, yeah,
Dude,
there,
it's really
there
cool.
is.
It's a good.
Yeah, from Japan.
Yeah.
Live
It's
action.
not even that
space
old. It's
battleship
like
Yamato.
15 years old.
Something like that.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
really good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. Canadian Spider-Man, look it up. It's definitely worth it. So, anyway, on to
2010, it's stated.
wow.
Yeah, it's not too
15
bad.
years
It wasn't.
ago.
It wasn't that long ago. So yeah, it was really fun. I
Dang.
remember watching it.
So, yeah, it's a really good film. Yeah, check it out, Canadian Spider-Man. Okay, so going through time and space.
Oh no, I know
I
what's
know.
coming.
Who?
Yeah.
There's a
Oh,
lot of movies I want
what?
to unsee. So time and space. What, can we forget something? What?
Time and space.
Kind of.
Oh,
Yep.
Yes.
how hard was it to get a picture of him crying? They only had to look
Uh,
through like any episode, any moment,
Yeah, I know, right?
and you'll find him crying.
Shuti Gatwa. He's gone. He's quitting.
Yay.
And Doctor Who is shelved for 5 years.
Damage has been done, so who
Ex-
cares?
Exactly.
And Doctor Who cares?
Oh, man, he does. Fake Who. Oh my God. This is the face. This is the face of every true Doctor Who fan looking at
It,
the
yeah.
entire franchise right now.
I ducked right out of the show toward the end of Capaldi.
Yep. And I don't blame you.
I liked Capaldi, but the writing was just so bad.
Yep.
I was like, come on, he deserves better.
Nutty
But
is not
This picture reminds me of Get Out when the guy gets sent to the sunken place. That's what he looks like.
Yes.
He looks like he got sent to the sunken place.
I
Now
gotta give
sink
it
into the
though.
floor.
5 years is a good thing to do. Now you can reboot within 5 years. People forget this guy.
That'll
Like,
give them
oh,
time
what-
to scrub him from the archives like they did Willow.
Yeah.
Yes.
See,
Give
this,
him
this is
time.
something like
Scrub.
honestly, this is something Star Wars and Marvel should take note. Give away for 5 years, maybe a Deadpool thing here and there, but give away, reboot everything.
Maybe
5
all
years.
the people you hate that hated it'll die out in those 5 years, and then they'll be gone, and you don't have to.
We should be
Yeah,
so
just
lucky.
wait for them to be gone.
At this
Maybe they'll
point,
lose-
I
maybe they'll get
don't
Alzheimer's.
know. Those
Maybe they'll
of
get
us who
dementia.
are like children of the 80s, Tom Baker was our first Doctor, and then it became a love affair from there with this strange British sci-fi TV show, and it's
still alive,
there's
by the
been
way.
so much damage to the franchise.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not.
It is the deadest of the dead franchises.
Yeah, because they like from what I've watched videos about it, because it's like interesting to watch the destruction of Doctor Who, how they changed his origin and shit, and it's like
Yep.
Yeah, the
all
timeless
that
child.
stuff.
Yeah,
That's just I hate when people go in and fuck with the lore of something that was not made by you. Somebody else did it, and you think you know better than what was made. Oh, that makes me so. I hate that. So
I know.
yeah, like you said, it probably is the deadest and had the most damage done to it.
Exactly.
When you go as far as to kill the interest of the core audience, the lifelong fans, it's hard to recover from that unless you do an apology tour, so to speak, and just start all over again. Go back and saying, well, the first Doctor, he really was the first Doctor.
Yeah.
Not this retconning of
No.
he really wasn't the first Doctor. He was just the first, and his generation or like whatever.
Yeah, what they do is they have like one of your favorite Doctors come back, and they have him like in a machine, and he's being he's being tricked by the Master or one of these villains, and he was put into a thing where all the events of the Doctor Who that people hate was all created by this villain. So you know what I mean? They could even like put it in the show where it was all a lie. You know, you were going down this. You know,
that's exactly it.
Into Wonderland, Alice.
That's the only way you can actually correct this. You know, the only way. Fabric Falls, shoot a gun one quit, but his acting made Sylvester McCoy looks like Shakespeare. Yeah, 100%. You know, and it does.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I agree. Franklin Walker, my first Doctor was John Pertwee. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, he was pretty good. I quite enjoyed him. I caught after Tom Baker, I started watching some of the earlier ones, and it's like John Pertwee was pretty good.
He's not bad. Mine was Tom Baker, like most, but you know, I do like John Pertwee. He's got a sense of very dramatic flair for some
a
of the
very serious approach. I mean,
Snortopoops, can we just not bother with Who anymore? Let the old fans enjoy the reruns of their classic doctors and forget all the newer disgraces. Yeah, I do agree, Snort. I really honestly do. So, but yeah, or it could have been easier had they used the Bond formula. Oh, yeah. And just nuke him.
No, the original Bond formula, not the one where he lost. You know, the whole, when they recast him, it's the same character, but he doesn't really have like the memories or the,
exactly.
They kind of like hand wave. They don't really explain like why it's a different person. I'm a new person. Let's move on.
Right.
The only way they could redeem it is okay, fine, let it rest for like 5 years, right? Get all your crap in order, get your house in order, right? And truly make this like the way Doctor Who is supposed to be made, right? And all you got to do is just with Capaldi is just bring him back to that point where he's regenerating, and then whoever the new one's gonna be, right? It's like, just have him pop in there. And it's like, oh man, I just had the worst dream, or something like that. Like all of this with Nurse Who and Shruti Gatwa, just have it all be a bad dream that it just never existed. That's all you got to do.
Even before like Capaldi, because that's Capaldi's era is when the writing took a turn. That's where they started introducing some of the cringy elements, shall we say? And instead of the Master, we got Missy.
Yeah, that was a very odd.
It was
turn.
It was blatant misandry.
Yeah,
male hating.
Yeah, it was 100%. Snortopoops, besides Doctor Who needs to be a polar bear. Yeah, that we can agree on. He'll just chomp on Daleks and all that, and nobody would oppose him. Like, you want to do what with my spaceship? It's like, oh no, let him do it. He's a polar bear. Yeah, he's a time traveling polar bear.
Daleks, instead of the Daleks going exterminated, it'd be like, run away.
Yeah. Evacuate.
Polar bear.
Oh man, but what's going on with this? So as first told years ago, because I did touch up on it actually last year with what season 2 was going to be like, and that he was going to exit. It would indeed be hashtag RIP Doctor Who, as now it's claimed that the BBC will be shelving Doctor Who, and that Shruti Gatwa has quit the show. So it's known that nobody watched Doctor Who on Disney Plus, and that the series has suffered the worst viewership rating in its 60-year history. Yeah. Oh, dear.
I remember Gatwa making mentions like a year or so back that he was wanting to quit the show. He's been wanting to quit for some time now.
Yeah.
Well, imagine my shock.
Yeah.
Because nobody like they had a doctor picked out. Okay, it was going to be the culmination of the joke that was going on of Ginger, right? But he was booted out, and it was like a last minute change because you have to check those diversity boxes and all that kind of stuff. So it's like, okay, gay black doctor. Like, I mean, damn. And this is what we ended up getting. So now I do remember reading an article about this last year, and I think I had it on a private chat. I do believe that he just wanted to do 2 seasons because he thinks that this will make him so popular that he can just be able to get a job, no problem, in Hollywood because of it.
Yep.
And I do remember reading that. And so now it's out.
Apparently has work lined up in Hollywood right now. Apparently.
Yay. Why doesn't that surprise me?
Yeah, I mean, good fit for him, but yeah, sure.
I know. Fabric Fold says Pertwee would have rogered Missy in Bessie's Rumble Suite, wiped his tallywhacker on her petticoat, and sauntered away while whistling God Save the Queen. Yep, I agree. So, but anyway, so the claims that Ncuti Gatwa quit the show and that the BBC will be placing Doctor Who on the back burner for half a decade or more comes via the UK's The Sun. And well, let's see. What does The Sun have to say? Shall we have a look and see what The Sun says? Maybe we should, because this will be quite funny.
Yeah.
So exclusive from The Sun. Doctor Who facing the axe as lead star Ncuti Gatwa quits amid woeful ratings and fans' fury at woke storylines. Gee, I
Quitter.
Yeah. Nobody likes an Adolf Quitler.
Getting paid all this money and you couldn't handle it. You little bitch.
I know, right?
Sorry, I just can't help it.
No, that's a good word.
Is it really? I'm thinking about his stupid ass
If
voice.
the ship's on fire, you need to go down with the ship.
Yeah, exactly. If Ncuti quits, no one's watching. Did he really quit? Yeah, precisely, right? Does it really matter?
I thought there was videos of him and the showrunner guy hugging, and they were both so proud of the show and its messaging. And what happened to all that?
Yeah, exactly right.
Now that it's bad, you just dip. What happened to the, standing behind your message and you firmly believe in it? Bullshit.
Exactly.
You don't believe in nothing.
All things though need money, and when they find themselves running dry on funds, because what is it? The BBC pretty much existing on the receiving license fees.
Yeah.
But when that dries up and they have no other source of income, they can't sustain the show any beyond.
I mean, wasn't he just a Broadway star? He didn't even have a big acting career.
Yeah,
so he's literally giving up his best paycheck he's made.
Yeah, he just played in some British show where again he just plays a gay character, right? And okay, fine,
So
whatever.
He just basically plays himself.
Yeah,
no acting required.
No, precisely, right?
He was never into it for the long term. To start with, his early comments was I only want to be here for a couple of seasons and then
get the money and run. Yeah,
exactly.
Get the money and run.
The recent series suffered abysmal ratings, with fans outraged by the BBC shoehorning wokery into storylines. Yeah, no kidding. Wokery. I love these British words. Oh yes, they put in the wokery in this series, and nobody liked it.
Yeah, with Doctor Who, it wasn't shoehorn. It was front and center.
Yeah,
in your face, smack you in the face with it.
I mean, you had a trans friggin' actor in there, that one of the, what was it, Conquer the World or End Humanity with music. I mean, what kind of bullshit freaking storyline
the Maestro,
the Maestro. Oh god,
truly awful.
Oh yeah, bosses have postponed any decision until Ncuti Gatwa second season has aired later this year, which nobody will watch anyway. But what the hell? But the Scot 32 is already believed to have filmed his regeneration exit scene, and crew fear the BBC will shelve the show after 62 years. Oh, man. The insider said, Ncuti Gatwa does not want to be tied to the series beyond these and plans to relocate to Los Angeles with several Hollywood projects standing by for him.
You were so proud to be the first Black Doctor and all that jazz.
Yeah, I know, right?
First
get out of
gay
here.
Black Doctor.
All that means nothing.
Yeah.
No, doesn't. His team also see a lot of fan backlash from the series and don't want the perception of him still being the Doctor to get in the way of any future work. No, it's not going to be the fact that you played the Doctor. It's the fact that you played the Doctor in all these really horrible storylines that made abysmal ratings. That's what it
Can't
There's
put
is.
always
the-
a twist.
he's not entirely to blame because the writing, like I said, it was like partway into Capaldi's run is when they started putting the messaging in.
Yeah. Yep.
The male bashing, the man hating.
Yep. Yes, exactly. Because everything's better because I'm female now.
Yeah.
God, I hated that.
Well, we all
Snortapoopus,
agree
at
that
least-
misogyny is bad, but the opposite is also equally bad.
Exactly. Unless you're selfish. Snortapoopus, at least you can say one thing. If anyone was going to say Jody was bad, Shooty came along and said, hold my triple latte monkey.
Yeah, he
up."
really redirected the hate. Like people were
He
hating
did.
on Jodie Whittaker or whatever, and
Yeah.
the second he popped up,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like he's probably thank God. She's probably like thank God. They're
Hold
off my case.
Hold my pumpkin spice latte.
Yeah.
God. Geez, that Christmas special was just so bad. It was so stupid.
Never saw it.
Oh no, you don't want to, man. Oh jeez, and
I like
suffered
when he
through it
sings the
because-
song. There's always the twist at the end.
Yeah.
I'll go back and
Oh,
rewatch
God!
some Tom
Classic.
Baker or
Oh, yeah.
even Peter Davison. I'll go back and rewatch some Peter Davison Doctor Who.
Yeah, at least that's not bad. Jeez. But John Peterson says the producers, writers, directors, for the most part, aren't responsible for the wokeness. It's the award organizations and marketing that have forced this. The awards organizations have actual woke rules that force productions to adhere to
Oh,
it
that's
in
true.
order to be considered for them. Yeah, no, you know what? That's true because I did cover this. What was it? Not last year, but I think the year before with all the what was
The
it?
BBC
Oscar
even has
nominations.
their
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
The BBC even has their own guidelines for productions. Like every TV show on BBC must have this many gay characters, this many trans,
Yep.
this many marginalized characters, this many characters of color.
Yep.
It's just check boxes. Your TV show must have these check boxes checked.
Yep.
No
in
story,
order to
no
be
no
considered.
concentration on anything, just the checkboxes.
It's all about
I-
representation.
Exactly.
I'm tired.
Exactly.
I'm just
And wouldn't you rather be represented in quality products instead of shit? That's where I would want to be represented if I needed that at all. But I
I've
don't.
said this
Exactly.
about making people of color. Don't you want your own heroes? Why do you have to second rate and have a white character? Why do you want? I always think that's stupid and
Right.
backhanded. On my
Yeah,
opinion.
yeah.
Yeah,
The
because-
race swapping for representation is
Yeah.
like it's their way of saying, well, people will be able to relate to it if they see somebody that looks like them on screen.
Yeah,
But they have
that's
great
total
colors of
bullcrap.
characters. Look, Luke Cage. Remember that Netflix series? That was awesome.
Luke Cage was
like-
great.
It was. Al Nickerson made it into the trap. Stop making sense, fellas. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I'm sorry.
I go back to my
Al.
favorite character,
Sorry.
and it's still in the things that hasn't been filmed yet. Jamie Foxx supposedly he's playing him now. Spawn, one of my favorite comic books because of you. I don't want a white Al Simmons. That would make no sense. That entire story is a big part of his being a man of color and could never have a child. And then Wanda had it. But it's a big part of the story. That would ruin if he's white. It would be dumb. So
Yeah.
no, you can't. No,
Precisely.
it's just,
But that would make sense. But the show has been poorly managed in recent years, and there's a lot of people who have been working on this show for years and now being cast aside due to poor leadership. No, really?
Oh,
When you have the man himself that runs Bad Wolf Studios saying that you're just going to go ahead and inject this all into the show anyway, it's all on you because you're the leader. So it's not just the awards that want all this kind of crap in. It's all on the boss too. You know, people warned some episodes were getting too caught up on an agenda rather than telling a story, and those people got shouted down and ignored. Shooty's first series, which began last May, attracted between 2.25 million and 3.18 million viewers, a tiny fraction of what it used to pull in. Yes, because the news, at least in England, got out that they were going to have a ginger guy, and that was going to be the culmination of the joke with all the other doctors, like with David Tennant and freaking the one that came after Tennant,
Matt
It was
Smith.
Matt Smith, and it was going to be the culmination of that joke, right? Because when David regenerated into Matt's character, and Matt was like still not ginger, that was going to be the joke, and then it got pulled away, right? And it was like, yeah, finally we're going to get a ginger doctor, and I would have been okay with that, but no. You immediately switch it out and you take it away, and you pissed off a lot of people in England. That's why you got low viewers. And this is talking about English in merry old England viewers. So the controversy over the storyline has wrapped up since 2023 when Russell T Davies returned as showrunner, and we thought everything was going to be all fine and dandy because that's when he was doing really good Who, but no. So a trio of 60th anniversary specials kicked off, and it was just dismal because we all remember those. Yeah, it was just horrible. And then, for lack of explaining all of it, because I had to. You had storylines like babies on a ship that could only be run by basically the baby one, where basically the entire ship was ran by poop and they were being hunted down by a snot monster.
Yeah,
the snot monster.
The snot monster. Remember the snot monster?
That's the real thing somebody wrote. Somebody
I had forgotten about that. I watched clips of that to see how bad it was. Like, oh man, nothing prepared me for how bad that was.
I wish I could forget about it.
And how'd they defeat the snot monster again?
What's it?
I actually forgot.
They were going to blow it out.
Yeah, that I forgot.
They were going to blow it out into space. Like literally, the ship was going to blow its nose, kind of in a funny kind of way. But Shudigatwa realized that the snot monster is a living being also.
And even it can be redeemed.
Too. Yeah. Like what?
Oh,
no. Stop it.
That's like at the end of Aliens.
No one's truly bad.
Yeah, like at the end of Aliens, Ripley's like, I can't kill this alien. It has a soul, and it ends up murdering her and her cat because she fucking let it live.
Oh my god! Like really,
the moral ethics of the snot monster.
And then because the space station didn't have any fuel, and they had to make it to this refugee planet, right? That the only way to get there was to like light all the methane from all the disposable diapers on fire to propel the space
another
station.
Plot point. Yes.
Oh my god!
They use diaper power. It's like an episode of like someone from like Rugrats wrote that shit.
Yes,
like that's like an episode of Rugrats.
Oh my god! It was
Tommy and
like,
stuff. We're on a spaceship. We used our diaper power.
Oh god!
Adults wrote that.
Yes, adults.
Or so-called. No, grown-up children wrote that.
Yes.
I wouldn't even take credit for it. I'd blame it on like ChatGPT or some AI wrote it.
Yeah.
Like that. I got I'd rather be lazy than to be the one known for writing that.
Oh god, Vince. Yes, I would rather
lazy
watch
to write crap.
Yeah, I would rather watch that Fox TV Doctor Who movie than watch that.
Yeah, that one.
Oh yeah.
What was the other? I watched another little bit of an episode with like singing trolls or something that wanted to eat children.
That one Christmas episode where he meets Ruby Rose. And because she wanted to find out where she came from, which was all the entirety of like season 1. And what was it? It was like magical friggin' trolls or something like that were whisking away babies to eat them or something like that. And the doctor, like he speaks rope.
Oh like, he talks to the rope. Yeah, that's the episode. He talks to a rope.
Wow.
Yes,
it's like when Mark Wahlberg talked to the plant in The Happening.
Yeah, right. Like,
but this one in Doctor Who, they took it seriously though.
Yes,
Doctor Who was serious. I speak ropeonomics or whatever the fuck he says.
Whatever the hell it was. Yeah,
ropology. I studied ropology in college or something.
Oh my god! And you wonder why you're getting such low viewers? Are you kidding me?
I'm glad I quit that show when I did. Because man,
Lord.
What a train wreck!
See, I mean, looking back at it, like
the rope.
I know. Oh my god! And then the way they escape is like with these stupid gloves that can like negate gravity all on its own. And they do a song and dance number for the Goblin King. It was goblins. That's what it was for the Goblin King. And they escape by making themselves heavier and crashing through the flying ship. And oh my God, it was so horrible.
That sounds so stupid.
It is, because
imagine you're in the room when the guy's like pitching it and he's storyboarding it to you. You're just sitting there.
Oh
like,
God, can you imagine?
Imagine somebody saying this will make dinosaurs on a ship sound good.
Yes, it was. Yeah, the rope whisperer. This is our Madman number 4.
Imagine basket weaving 101 actually become useful.
Yeah, right. Oh God Almighty. But I mean, yes, looking back on this, I can laugh about it, because it's just so ridiculously dumb. It's like, I mean, this makes retarded people look like Albert Einstein and Stephen Hawking. This is the amount of dumb that this is, right? But the site claims that following the abysmal ratings and backlash to all the woke content, Shuzi Goswa has opted quit playing the Time Lord so it doesn't further hurt his career. Well, that game is already done. It's hurt it so bad.
You already blacklisted, dog. You ain't getting no work.
You can't get any more blacker than that.
I wouldn't hire him. Would you hire him? I mean, seriously.
God,
not only like he'd be literally toxic for your project because he might just leave. He'll quit when the going gets tough.
Well, I was going to say that. Yeah, now it shows he quit this. He's not too reliable either. So I'm like, I don't want him.
Exactly.
Would you hire Adolf Hitler? No. I mean, sure, he does have a little bit of dramatic flair, that on screen, but it's not fit for Doctor Who. It's not the Doctor. But it's claimed that Gotwa has new projects lined up in Hollywood that
maybe musicals. Maybe musicals.
Yeah.
No telling at this point. He did go into all this saying from the very start he didn't want to be in the role for very long. He wanted to be 2 or 3 seasons, and that was it.
Yep.
Yeah.
He only saw this as a stepping stone to other projects.
Yeah. And he doesn't want to be associated with Doctor Who anymore. And he doesn't want the negative reception to interfere with his future work. Well, too late for that. So,
and it shows you how little he cares about Doctor Who by doing
Yeah.
Exactly.
He never cared. It's all a fucking lie.
He didn't.
It was just another job.
Yep. And it said that Shuzi Gadwa has already quit and even filmed his regeneration exit scene. So, he just wants out of there so freaking bad. So
that's not a fan of the actually playing it. If he was a fan, he would have stayed. Maybe said, "Hey, let's rewrite this or let's do that." No, he just wanted. It was a job, like you said.
Being a supernova isn't dramatic flair. Yeah, no, that's true, 100%. So, but it's further said that the crew recently wrapped up on Doctor Who season 2, but haven't been told anything about its future and are upset, and especially considering there was no fanfare about finishing the 2nd season. No kidding. A reporter over at The Sun says word on set is that the BBC will shelve the series for at least 5 years. The crew were told not to hold their breath for work on the series for at least 10 years. Oh, wow. And it's also said that Doctor Who has been poorly managed by those involved in production that wanted to tell a story instead of an agenda were cast aside due to poor leadership. And that's when woke becomes the agenda.
Be clever. Wove an agenda cleverly into a really well told story.
Exactly,
because it's been done in the past. People have been able to put their messages in. It's just not so blatant. It can be done. It's like
to look at something truly classic like Star Trek TOS. People like to say, "Oh, Star Trek's always been political." Yes, but not in the way they mean it. It's like they were telling morality tales disguised as science fiction.
And they gave both sides a little bit of fairness. It's not like
they did.
Oh, this is blatantly evil. So if you like this side, you're choosing the wrong choice. Like, it's not a choice anymore of who you should
Right.
side with. It's this is what's right and this is what's wrong because we told you that. So now
Yep.
the choice is pretty easy for who you're supposed to side with in this
It
argument.
is. It's sort of Poopas, yeah. Regeneration scene. He turns into a giant skid mark and disappears. Exactly. That's what it is. And Vince, just coincidence.
Twist at the end.
Yeah. Just coincidence.
Oh, yeah.
That the UDAID funding has dried up. Yep. Exactly. It's not coincidence. John Peterson said, yeah, I like Capaldi's run, but not because of the stories. I liked his acting along with his companion, Jenna Coleman's acting. Yeah, see, I didn't mind Jenna Coleman.
Yeah. I like Capaldi as an actor. I think he brought a lot of weight to the role. It's just the scripts, his dialogue.
Yeah.
It was a disservice to him.
It was. And another example where the performance outweighed the poor writing. Yeah. I mean, because
where the actors doing their best to try and, make gold out of shit.
Yeah. You can't do
gold
it.
Out of copper.
But Russell T. Davies returned as showrunner following the exit of Chris Chibnall and Jodie Whittaker. And that's where we all had hope. Davies doubled down on all the woke content when they got the Disney DEI money, reported to be a 2-year deal worth over $100 million. Yeah, you can't say no to that Hollywood money. Davies self-inserted and injected woke content into Doctor Who, including trans actors, episodes slamming capitalism and Christianity. Yeah, I remember that too. And introduce a new enemy played by a drag queen. There's been no Disney announcement about Doctor Who season 3. No, because Disney says they want to clean up. Well, we'll see. But it's like, no, certain money's drying up, and no, we're not going to be funding this anymore. So, just as well, right? So, yeah, because I'd be having this face if I had absolutely no jobs in Hollywood once I got there, and then he'll be living in San Francisco on the street. So, but a spokesman for the BBC responded to the rumors to the UK's The Mirror, denying the shelving of Doctor Who. So now we'll see who's going to be the liar in all this. The story is incorrect. Oh, no, sorry. It's England. I should do this properly.
Yes, do the voice.
Exactly. Yes.
Do the monkey voice.
That's monkey, do the voice. Oi, that story's incorrect. Doctor Who has not been shelved. As we have previously stated, the decision on season 3 will be made after season 2 airs. The deal with Disney Plus was for 26 episodes, and exactly half of those episodes still have to transmit. And as for the rest, we never comment on the Doctor and the future of storylines. That's right. Everything is good here. Nothing to see here, Governor. Just keep on going about your merry way, and we will not look like liars. Oi.
Nothing to see here. Move along.
That's right. So maybe they'll get her to play the next Doctor.
No, shot. No.
But we will have to see what happens. And yeah. But the last story I want to get into, I wanted to say for last because we all need a good laugh about this.
Oh no. Okay.
Oh yes. Because Tatiana Maslany wants a serious She-Hulk.
I saw this morning. Oh boy.
I know.
Like she wasn't in on the joke.
You just had it.
I was grooving.
I
to
know.
that.
I just had to. No.
Tension breaker had to be done.
Exactly. Had to be done. I did for that. That's not a London accent anymore. It should sound more Pakistani, Middle Eastern than that. Oh, yeah, that's right. I know. I should have done that. So, anyway. So Tatiana Maslany, she's got to have a serious She-Hulk. Oh my god!
Why?
She had a chance at a serious She-Hulk.
I know.
And she was twerking on it.
Yes.
Making
That's
Daredevil appear out of thin air, summoning
They
him.
have
know.
so much
Like a
potential with
sex
that, and they
summon.
blew it all.
That's
They
right.
they made it into a joke. They didn't take it seriously from the start.
Yep.
Which sucks because I love the character. The character's badass. She's
Yep.
one of the few. She broke the fourth wall many a times, long before Deadpool. She actually has a comedic value, but she's a badass too. Like
Yeah.
the character is so.
When she breaks the
well-rounded.
fourth wall in her show, it's horrible. Like
Oh,
she
know.
literally has a line that, why do we have to have cameos? It's my fucking show. And then the show proceeds to have cameos after every episode.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like they literally
I
make
know.
fun of themselves and then they do the exact thing that
I
they're
know.
joking about.
Hey, Titan. I think the joke scene of Professor X was better than the last 5 MCU movies. Yeah, exactly. It would have been more entertaining, and I would have watched it for that alone. So
And if it's a serious She-Hulk, she'd actually have to be a good lawyer. So they
Yes.
have to actually like know how to write like courtroom procedurals. They would
Yep.
Yeah.
like she would get put in her place by fucking Hulk.
Yep.
That whole like woman speech about how her life is
Oh.
harder than the Hulk, he would shut that
I
down in an
know.
instant.
Oh,
Oh, big
100%,
time.
You know,
big time. You know, it just goes to show that as your cousin, you know, you absolutely do not care about your cousin Bruce Banner of
No.
everything that he had
the
to go
Smart
through.
Hulk too, which is
Yes.
the baddest worst version of Hulk. But let's not even go.
Would I dare to say that she would be selfish?
Nah.
Yes, yes. Well,
Yes.
well tied in.
I know, right? So, well, the only saving grace of this is she wouldn't have to look for a tampon dispenser in the men's washroom. So,
I don't want a serious She-Hulk. I want an actual funny, good written, silly She-Hulk
Yeah.
joke. Like
Yeah,
it was the concept of silly She-Hulk, fourth wall breaking, her going into the studio. It could work if it was told better and written
Yep.
by better writers.
exactly. So with
100%.
Daredevil Born Again right around the corner, because remember that's coming out really soon. Tatiana Maslany, Canadian, unfortunately, she was asked about whether she would play a serious version of She-Hulk. So recently saw the news that She-Hulk won't be in. Yeah, recast. Oh God, please, yes, recast. I'd be okay with recast.
And then she could break the fourth wall with a joke like, nobody liked the original, so I'm here now.
Yeah,
or
exactly.
something like that, you know?
Yes, exactly.
The other one was kind of insufferable, wasn't she? Like at the camera.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh God, I know, right?
Good thing I'm here now.
Yeah.
Send her back to work on another Orphan Black series.
Yeah, and keep
That's
her
where I
there.
first saw her.
Yep.
Yeah.
So recently, because she won't be in Daredevil Born Again, thank God, and that the series isn't even going to recognize Charlie Cox ever happened
Good.
or ever appeared in She-Hulk, which bombed with fans with its goofy take on the character and is insult to the fandom and lore. There will not be a season 2. Good. It will
Yeah,
not
good.
ever be talked about. Primarily because it took the walk of shame.
Never.
Oh,
watched,
I'm gonna talk about
never
it.
watched it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Daredevil walking with his boots in his hand,
Oh.
doing a walk of shame
I know.
That
in the
I've
morning in
seen.
New York.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because every
Yeah.
man walks with their barefoot down the street with their boots in
Yeah.
their hands.
Yeah, like hell they do. So,
Yeah.
especially in this winter
Abomination was
wonderland.
a joke in it. Like,
Oh yeah, Abomination. Yeah, he wasn't even Abomination. He was like
Yeah.
leading like a fucking like were they some kind of like hippie group or something, like
Yeah,
a commune?
yeah.
I don't know.
Yep. Exactly. Oh my god. And Fabric, yeah, unless they do a live action version of the comics, it's going to suck. Yeah. Which She-Hulk or Daredevil? Because I'm
Daredevil will be
hoping-
good.
Yeah.
As long as you
I'm-
stick
I'm
to what they
really
did in the
hoping to.
Netflix series, I'm okay with it because that was brilliant. And this looks it's going to be in that vein.
'Cause that really shows the contrast between how Netflix handled it and how Disney MCU handled it. Because you've got producers, writers, directors, and Disney who look at comic books and say these are just for kids. We don't take the source material seriously. We can do whatever we want, even if it screws up the lore and the characters. Like nobody cares. It's just silly stuff.
It is. Yeah.
And look
They
at that
don't take
costume he had. I
the
hated
property
that.
seriously.
Remember when She-Hulk insulted Iron Man after he gave his life for the universe?
Yeah.
And this bitch is in there like, he's just a narcissist billionaire. It's like he sacrificed his life for you. He had a little girl.
Yes.
You're an asshole, and I hate you.
Yes. Dare
Like,
I say?
how do
selfish?
they have her be so stupid when she's talking about? Okay, yeah, that might have worked if you were talking about Tony in like Iron Man 1, but no, the world knows what he did.
That's right. It doesn't work now. It does not work. You know, you can't do that because it's all even now. It's still pretty still fresh in our minds, right? It's like that one pivotal scene. And I am Iron Man, snaps his fingers, brings everybody, whisks them away to Neverland and saves the entire world, the entire universe, really.
And then Spidey at there almost just in tears trying to help him. Then Pepper comes in and then that's it. It's like,
right.
And then you
I
got
get goosebumps thinking of that scene.
And you got these people in the world. Like he was just a chauvinist, arrogant, rich boy asshole. It's like, what?
It's like
the man is literally dead right now, so you could live.
Yeah.
He's literally like Jesus.
Because remember when
he died for your sins, you bitch.
Yeah. Yeah. When the first episode came out and a lot of people were excited about it, it was like 10 million views. And by the end of this storyline, it was like maybe a few 100,000 with this. That's how bad. You just can't go around insulting your cousin, insulting, the Avengers, insulting Tony Stark, and blah, 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 and expect to get away with it, especially when you have a bunch of hack writers.
Yes. They wanted to make her the worst character possible, and they did it. Like, everything she says is wrong.
Yes.
Everything she does is wrong.
Like the Titan says, the most interesting thing in this article is that the reporter acknowledges Goofy She-Hulk didn't work. The article is an article almost approaching reality is kind of refreshing. Yeah, it is. It is very much so.
It went too far, Goofy. It was into parody land.
That's right.
It was like watching that superhero movie. The superhero movie that's like a parody of the superhero. That's what it felt like I was watching.
Yes, it's exactly that, right? So Fabric Folds, men don't do a walk of shame. Even if she's a 2, you start down the street like Travolta with Staying Alive playing in your head.
Or Bully McGuire in Spider-Man 3 when he's like walking down the street, finger gunning. Like, yeah, girl, yeah. That's how he would be. I know he's blind, we'll get past that, but
I never understood that scene. I'm sorry. I mean, like Captain Kirk, he liked green chicks. Say what you want. She was still hot when she was green. I'd be like, damn, that was fun. So or not, you're going to have a proud Fawaga. Damn, that was,
because she's superhuman. So she could have, she could throw Daredevil around,
Been there, done that, bought the t-shirt, Oh, man. But anyway, okay. So what did Tatiana Maslany say about She-Hulk? Oh, this is going to be hilarious. So while promoting the release of her latest project, The Monkey, which I've never heard of, and just as well, Tatiana Maslany was asked by Screen Rant about her thoughts about Daredevil Born Again, ignoring her series, and if she would like to appear in the show. Oh boy, I can't wait for this. I know, right? Would I be born again? I mean, absolutely. He was so great. It was so fun. Like a really fun person to play with, Maslany responded. And I think what he did so well was take a character that exists in a completely different tone and totally adapt him for this new tone while still maintaining the integrity of the character, which is actually very funny then to see him collide with this sort of goofier world.
This is how they view comic books in general. So they don't take the comic book source material seriously. It's just funny. It's goofy. It's silly. These comic book characters, we can just do whatever we want with them. Nobody will care. Yeah. And then when the show sinks and goes under, it's like, well, we just don't get what happened.
Exactly. And yes, it was by cat drinking ladies or one drinking cat ladies. Yeah, totally tight.
Yeah, like she fucking catfishes a guy on a dating app, and like in the morning he wakes up with her and she's a different looking woman because she's not in her She-Hulk form, and then he freaks out and leaves because he got catfished. She's a different woman, and then the show wants you to sympathize with her that he's an asshole for doing that.
Right?
You catfished him. He thought he was being with a different person altogether. You don't look the same at all in any way. And if you would have told him beforehand, he might not have ran. That's all on you. 100%.
Sounds a little selfish.
Yeah.
And a lot about this goofy thing, she'd rather make it serious. Let's be honest. The character has a comedic side, but She-Hulk has a very serious side. The last series they released was actually very, very intense. It was actually because they thought Bruce died, and she went nuts. Actually, Jennifer went nuts, and then she had to go through this mental thing. It was a very serious series and well done. And it was like, wow, it's a different side of her, and it was really good. She ended up coming back and being part of the Avengers. But it was such a good series. It was only a few years ago. It ran like so many episodes. That's right. And Marvel, the comics, and I'm like, she can do serious, but she can be comedy. But this show was just way over the top, too far.
Oh yeah,
like
I'm not really familiar with the character in the comic books, but yeah, it's.
Oh, she became the Grey Hulk because she kind of lost her mind because she thought Bruce was dead because he went to hell. And
that sounds pretty deep.
It was very dark and deep. It was really good, actually. And
if Bruce died, she would be like, "Oh, that sucks. Moving on."
Yeah, exactly.
If Bruce died.
But when the site mentioned that they think She-Hulk could fit into with Daredevil Born Again and be more serious, she agrees. Yeah, I agree. I have a lot of serious bones in my body. That's not the only bone that you have in your body at the time when the scene was like done. Ugh, God.
There's so much wrong with it too. Like if he said he didn't want her or wasn't into her, she could have just had the Kevin bot make him want her. So force him against his will. It almost becomes like Wonder Woman in 84 with the whole Wonder Woman like taking advantage of that guy and shit.
Yes.
But this is actually even worse because if Wonder Woman had complete control of the plot, she probably would have done some more, but like She-Hulk had complete control of everything.
Yep.
She did made the show so unexciting. Like there was no, and if there was a plot line, she's like, I don't feel like dealing with the blood plot line. Just erase it, and then they erase the plot line from the show.
Exactly. And hail, Emma, how's it going? Nice to see you joined in. Great.
So they set it up. They set up a plot line that they just erased.
Yeah.
So it's literally like wasting the audience's time. 101.
It is. It's just.
I'm looking at a list of the MCU TV shows and thinking about how more than half of them have been a waste.
Yeah.
Anything, at least the ones Disney done, definitely.
WandaVision, Falcon and Winter Soldier, Loki, What If, Hawkeye, Moon Knight, Miss Marvel, and She-Hulk. I've only watched half of those, and even at that point, I haven't watched season 2 of Loki. Hawkeye was terrible. Moon Knight was worse. WandaVision I had hopes for, but once I saw where they went with it, it's like, oh, this is awful.
Yeah.
And the others I haven't wasted my time on.
But yet now we turn around. Netflix, look what Netflix did. Great. I don't know who actually did the Shield version. I think it was on other channels here. But
yeah, Josh Whedon.
That was, I enjoyed that. Like those I enjoyed. The Shield and the Netflix ones. It was, yeah. Once Disney got hold of it, they killed it. It's like just garbage for TV. Yeah.
But regarding Daredevil Born Again and She-Hulk series, showrunner Dario Payne said that they will be ignoring the show, especially the one-night stand.
Good.
Yeah. I have plenty of leeway up until I hit the larger scale plan for the MCU. So I tried to ignore some stuff from the wider universe. We established a very specific Daredevil, both in terms of his dilemma, down to the suit, and where we're picking him up in his life. You can say that Daredevil is canon in the MCU. Those other events in Spider-Man and She-Hulk happened, but some of them we are not leaning into. His one-night stand with She-Hulk may be one of those things. Yes.
No. I'd say
I think we'll get over
it all.
Yeah.
Ignore
Hulk
it all.
having a son. Hulk showing up randomly with his son.
Don't get right. I hated that.
Oh, yeah, I know.
I don't mind him as Spidey.
Because
I didn't mind him
here's the thing.
He was
lawyer, I didn't mind him. But here's the thing. I mean, because near the at the end of the last episode, where she like totally 100% breaks the fourth wall right?
Oh yeah, she
And
starts beating up Marvel Disney employees.
Yeah,
She goes into the
and
writer's room.
Yeah, and she encounters Kevin. I mean, isn't that already like, you could kind of say multiverse kind of crap in the sense that essentially those events are probably part of a different multiverse then?
It breaks everything because she sees computer screens with all the events of the movies and everything. So
yeah,
it makes it all seem so fake and all like phony and like I just.
Are they trying to be meta? What is that term? Meta, where the show is being self-referential.
Yeah,
yeah.
So
it's like the TVA and Deadpool, but
the only time that could have worked away, if Ryan Reynolds was in charge of writing that or in part of producing that, I think that could have worked. But he wasn't nothing to do with it, so no, it didn't work because he's done that amazingly with Deadpool. He can. They seem to know how to pull those off in those. This one was just too oblivious, just too obvious and oblivious. It was just no. It was bad. So bad.
So you never have to acknowledge it ever
bro.
again.
Yeah. The bro Hulk.
Oh, I know. So Titan says, Disney's new marketing pitch. Disney, where franchises come to die, and then dry humped for decades. That's a work in progress. Yeah. It is. It's true.
Yeah, like they need to just
BBC.
scrub that She-Hulk from the archives. If it's not in the archives, then it does not exist. Like the Jedi archives. But and then just have relaunch her, new person playing She-Hulk, reintroduce her into the MCU in some other way than that show, and like make that show its own an anomaly.
Yeah, and Franco. Yeah, I know it's not multiverse crap. It's just crap. Yeah, no, I know. I was being hopeful. Yeah. I'm just being hopeful.
I don't want it. I don't want it a part of the main MCU like at all.
No,
I want it all gone. I want it all gone.
Exactly. Purge it.
Like, flush it all and go back and hire the Netflix people who did Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, the Defenders, the Punisher.
Put them on the payroll.
Listening right now, it's like the showrunners, Stephen DeKnight, Melissa Rosenberg, Scott Buck, Steve Lightfoot, many others. Round them all up, hire them, throw bucket loads of money at them, and say, "Help us."
Yeah, that's all you gotta do. Just hire them and continue the story. That's it. That's all you gotta do. So, what's the future for She-Hulk? Well, do we care?
No.
I like the character of She-Hulk, just not Tatiana's version. Not Tatiana's version.
I love the character back in the universe. I love the character, but just not.
Yeah,
I'd rather watch Iron Fist again.
There you go. That was
Iron Fist season 1, not season 2 so much. Season 1.
Yeah, I liked it.
Season 1 was tough. Because the actor that did Danny Rand, he was kind of shit.
Yeah.
As Danny Rand in that first season. But he kind of gets it together. But the second season is more about Colleen Wing anyways.
Yeah.
No, exactly. He grows into it. Yeah. He does. Let's see, Titan. Yes, Appian, get rid of it all and hope Disney sells the licenses to someone competent.
Give it back to Paramount. They had it when Iron Man came out and like the early shit.
Yeah. So regarding the future of She-Hulk and the MCU, it's safe to say that we won't see Tatiana Maslany twerking anytime soon.
Bye-bye.
And Daredevil Born Again has been retooled to move it away from the goofy She-Hulk and to make it more like the Netflix series. Great, because that's the way I want it. The showrunner actually says it's more violent than the Netflix show, which premieres on Disney Plus March the 4th.
I hope
there you go.
I love all 3 seasons of the Netflix show. So good.
Oh yeah. 100%. I'm gonna have to rewatch it again. So because I downloaded them all.
I'm gonna rewatch it, and I'm gonna rewatch the Defenders again too. Honestly.
Yeah. I didn't mind
only like 4 or 5 episodes. Yeah. Oh, Sigourney Weaver. Yeah, and I like that she doesn't play like this like super powered villain. She is in like a powerful position, but like. She's just a person, like you know what I mean? Like that's kind of cool. I like that in a way where it's like a regular human with the power and influence that she has can kind of
she just go like full blown girl boss.
No, that's Elektra's job.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
But she doesn't really. But they just had to make Elektra strong to fight the Defenders because they thought to themselves, okay, we have Luke Cage who's insanely powerful. We have Iron Fist. We have Daredevil.
Jessica Jones.
We need someone strong for all them to fight. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Jessica Jones was once an Avenger, and then she retired and became a private detective.
Yeah, her first season with David Tennant is really good.
Oh, that was excellent. David Tennant, another side of Tennant, showcasing how great of an actor he is. Yeah.
Yeah. It's all good. All good stuff. So, you know, I'm really just really hoping that that this Daredevil is actually really going to be good, and then it's going to be.
I believe it is. I believe it is. I'm going to say it is.
They made the right choice bringing Foggy and Karen back because I was going to be pissed. If they didn't.
Yeah,
especially
I would.
Karen.
Yeah, Karen was locked up at the end.
Yeah, she had big stuff happening in her storyline. Like
she became super powered, killed somebody, and paid the consequences for it.
Yeah, right. You know, that's what I want. I want this all back. Just
Punisher. Oh yeah, it's gonna be good.
Oh yeah. Oh God, yes. Forgot about that. And Punisher coming back. I'm all for that, baby. So
Luke Cage, all the stuff that we all enjoyed, even Iron Fist. I mean, take that guy, give him some martial arts training, stick him back in the role, and it's like, okay, here's how you should look like Bruce Lee fighting or Jackie Chan.
Simple.
But now they have Shang-Chi.
Oh yeah,
Shang who?
And his sister.
Yeah,
so it looks like they've added a lot of martial artists to the fray.
I haven't seen the movie, so I'm like, who? What?
Yeah,
missed it completely.
Shang-Chi.
Yeah,
exactly. It's just as well.
And Awkwafina, best archer ever. She learns how to use a bow, and then 5 minutes later, she can shoot it a mile in the air to kill a dragon. It's impressive.
I know.
I wish I was
so
that
bad.
quick learner.
God Almighty. I know. I wish I had that kind of skill, but all I can do is talk.
Are they still making the fucking
folks?
The female Iron Man show? Are they still making that?
I think they are.
What was her name again?
Ironheart.
Ironheart. Yeah.
Ironheart.
Yeah. Folks, if you look down in the description before we give everybody their time to plug their shows and stuff like that, if you can take a look at Flip City Magazine in the description below, and if you want to go ahead and get yourself a subscription to Flip City Magazine, then you can save yourself a bit of money. Because they can't talk right now. What he said. A subscription. See? Why can't I say that now? Damn it.
That
exactly.
That thing.
What he said.
And and if you use the coupon code CRC, then you get yourself 10% off of a subscription for Flip City Magazine. I can't say it. Which gives you 10% off a yearly subscription to Flip City Magazine, and enjoy. And you also get your patent pending tinfoil hat. Yes, that's the word I'm looking for. Tinfoil hat, and have fun reading all the fun content that they got, and also, Al Nickerson's books, which you can go ahead, and it's February, and it's the month of love, and February is my fun-filled month because, I know, because you have Valentine's Day. And even though that's gone and past, because I should have plugged that on Friday, but there was no show on Friday. I'm plugging it now. So show your love to Al Nickerson, who also might be still in the chat, and get yourself a copy of Sword of Eden. So he's right now working on issue 3 right now, and give some love to Al. There you go. Yeah. Yay.
There you go.
Give Al some love. So if you go over to Flip City Magazine, you can go ahead and get your copy right now. And the first 2 books are out. And if he still has some copies left of the Trump 2024 cover, the incentive cover, as it were, you can go ahead and get yourself that and enjoy a good comic book read. So that's what you want to do.
And you also want to go to Al's thing, not Flip Magazine thing, but yeah, you said to go to Flip Magazine there, so that was funny.
Yes. Oh yeah, I said Flip. Yeah, I've been sort of reading, which is this link. Right
and by
here.
the way, that info hack can be used for some of these articles like She-Hulk and stuff too. So there you go.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right. Also, folks, there is a link in there for, it's kind of a GoFundMe in a way, just to try to get through a little bit of a tough time right there. So if you want to check that out, you can go ahead and do that. Also, yeah, there's a store, so if there's anything that you want, go ahead and check out the store on the channel as well. So if you want to get any kind of nerdy merchandise, I'm trying to work on some more nerdy merchandise for you guys out there. And yes, Ironheart's going down the Batwoman hole. It'll never see the light of day, just like the new Blade. Yeah, no, that never will. Never will. And if any of you need any freelance graphic design stuff, you can go ahead and I'll help you on a budget. Commissions are also open as well. And so if anybody out there needs any help, go ahead and check out some of the work that I got there on freelance graphics, which I'm going to update hopefully pretty soon. And Pop Culture Republic.
Yes.
Do you have anything you want to plug, dude?
Nothing at the moment. Things have been in flux for me at the moment. A lot of crazy stuff going on the past week or so. So my channel, I don't know what I'll be doing one day to the next. Normally Monday nights, Wednesday nights, and Saturdays, but things have been, like I've said, been kind of chaotic recently for me.
Yeah.
IRL. So yeah. Hopefully in the next week or two, I'll be able to get back to it.
Okay. No, that's cool.
Yeah, things happen.
Yeah. And Appion, what do you got going on, man?
Tonight, gonna watch Bedazzled with Brendan Fraser and Elizabeth Hurley, where she's the devil tonight with Carla Burton and the and whoever else might show up on this channel. And
that's
then two guys talking. We're kind of waiting for more of your friendly Spider-Man episodes to review and stuff like that, but that's pretty much it for now. Oh yeah, Farscape every Sunday with Pop, Padawannabe, and Carla. Sunday at 6 p.m. on my channel Appion. If you want to watch some Farscape with us, we watched 3 episodes, and that's it. Thanks.
We just started season 3 of Farscape. So excellent show.
When is the next episode of Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man? That's tomorrow, isn't it? Or?
Yeah, they might drop 3 again. I know that they were dropping them in 3s until the end. So
I'm looking forward to it again.
Vince, I gotta so agree with you on that.
Oh yeah, especially that and Austin Powers and like even like Ed TV. I liked her in she's
totally 100% hot. Tom, our Techno Sapien geek.
Well, for Techno Sapien Geek, I'm way behind. I'm technically been drawn out. I'm trying to get back into gaming and streaming. My computer crashes all the time now, so I need a new PC. But I'm not going to be able to afford that for a while. Yeah, it's just I can't play Days Gone anymore. I tried it, and it crashes every time. And other games, so it's in the new laptop won't play it for some reason. So I'm having some technical issues. So just kind of in hiatus with everything. Just trying to also working on pictures in the book and getting life going. That's about all we can say for now. Yeah, everything is in hiatus due to technical issues, and I'm poor. So, but we'll figure it out. I'm not going to stop. I'm going to figure this way out, and I will make it this year. So I should know.
Fabric World. Speaking of hot, Claudia Black and Virginia. Hey, Claudia Black on Farscape. Yummy.
I mean, from Farscape, and she's one of the best voice actresses like of all time, like as far as video games. She's pretty
totally
some animated projects and video games.
Yeah, Morgan in the Dragon Age games. Chloe in the Uncharted, and I was playing like an old Conan game, and she was the voice actress of like the lead girl in that, and I was like, oh shit, she's just everywhere.
Yeah, Fabric. I agree with that too. Totally, 100%. But yeah, no, I totally forgot she did voice acting too. Jeez.
Oh yeah,
but
a lot of voice acting.
Oh man, so many good shows. Damn it. Anyway, folks, that's it for the show today. I hope everybody had lots of fun as we talked about a lot of the ridiculous stuff going on. So,
My
you
brain
know,
hurts.
I know. Got hopes for the Voltron movie. I do. Doctor Who, meh, who cares? I'll just enjoy
Let
it.
it die. Let it die.
Let it die.
Doctor
Let
Who
it-
cares?
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
Way to describe it. I mean, it's just that easy.
He's needing Medicaid. And Tatiana Maslany, yeah, no, forget her. Erase her from existence.
You are the weakest link. Goodbye.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you have
And I
been
had ho-
voted
I'm
off
not gonna
the
lie.
island.
I had hopes because she's kind of hot, but then you hear her talk. I'm like, nope, you lost all
You
your
will
hotness.
not be
Nope,
receiving this rose.
nope. Just no,
Yeah,
no.
exactly. That's right. So, everybody, back on the wagon again, trying to get things sorted out, and things are proceeding as planned. Hopefully, should be pretty good. So stay tuned to the channel. Subscribe to all of these fine gentlemen right here, and check out all the stuff that they do, because they do equally as fun stuff as I do as well. So, we will be back on Friday. And everybody, have a good week. I can't talk. I think
a good day, a
Hey.
week.
I know, a good week,
Thing.
a good day, a good thing, and yeah. So to everybody out there,
Be excellent to each other. And party on, dudes!